This is James Luxon for Round 8 Boxing. Delighted to join with Sugar Cain Sandoval. How are you, Kane?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Thanks for joining me. Let's take you back to the beginning first of all. Talk about your start in boxing. I believe boxing for you was a route away from street life, but also you had a bit of a family background in boxing. Talk to me how it originated for you.
So my dad and my grandpa they used to box back in Mexico. My uncle, even my auntie back home, back in Mexico. And my dad just kind of brought it back over here. He didn't like tell me to box, but he used to always buy like the Morales fights, the Pacquiao fights, like the pay-per-views. I used to always sit down, 5 years old, just watching with him, and I just fell in love with the sport.
Did they all box professionally or was it just amateurs? Obviously, boxing is huge in Mexico.
My uncle did. He boxed professionally, and he got up like to like about number like top three in Mexico. But not everybody makes it.
Did you see much of like footage of your uncle? Or did you see much of your family boxing as amateurs?
Yeah, for sure. My cousins, when I was growing up, like all of the cousins were at the gym, were at the garage. We used to go take trips at different other gyms and just spar everybody else. But I was the only one that ended up turning pro, getting signed and everything. I'm the one that actually like chased the dream.
What does that mean to you to be the one who sort of, broke through out of you and all your cousins and the one to sort of make it and get this far, what, 16 and 0, 14 stoppages so far?
It's like I felt like it was already written. I felt like I was the one, and I felt at a really young age, around like 10, 12. And then I went to my first national at 14, and then I was like, oh yeah, like this is it. Like if I don't give up, I'm gonna be the one in this.
So you knew quite a young age that you was good at it. You knew you had a talent.
Oh, for sure, yeah, definitely. It's not like people were like telling me. People would tell me and stuff, but I just knew like if I keep working hard, I could do something with this.
For you, when did it click for yourself knowing that you had this talent? Obviously, people are telling you how well you're doing, you're winning fights, competitions, etc. But for you, when did the light bulb sort of switch?
It switched well after my first national. Um, I lost, and but I fought. When I lost, it was my first national tournament. First day, I got a TKO. Second day, I fought like this 14-time national champion, and I lost by a split. So I'm like, oh, like I'm up there, like it's crazy. And I got ranked, I think, like number 5 or 6 in the nation after that. And I was all like, all right, like this is it.
You had a good amateur career. How did that put you in good stead for turning professional? And why did you make the decision to go from amateur to professional when you did?
It was either wait for the 2024 Olympics because I was too young to go to the 2020, or just turn pro. I was gonna turn pro in 2020, but then COVID happened, so I turned pro in 2021 when I was 19. I couldn't wait another 2 3 years and being an amateur and just waiting for the Olympics because then and also I was having I was about to be a father, so I was like, it's time to make some money off my talent. So I went the pro route.
So obviously, like I say, turned pro, they're very young, and a big factor was that of that was financial decisions. What does or what did fatherhood do for you at a young age in terms of your
It
career?
changed it changed everything. Because the amateurs are like, all right, if I keep working hard, I might make it. Like I might pursue this. But I was like, now that like I I was gonna become a father, I was just like, I have to put my all in this because I can't be like, oh, like I used to box. Like, yeah, but I didn't put my 100% in it. Like, like if I'm gonna do this, I'll put my 100 in it, and that's what I did, and that's what I'm doing currently too.
Aside from becoming a father and making that financial decision, did you feel you was ready to turn professional?
For sure, I was almost definitely ready because I started sparring pros at 15, 16, sparring pros back at home in Sacramento, and it felt normal. It felt like I was in my place.
You mentioned sparring pros. Talk about your sparring history. Who's been maybe the biggest name? Who's been your toughest spar? Who's taught you the most? Give me some sparring stories.
Um, I sparred Devin, I sparred Barbosa. Um, pretty good work, but and then here wild card. Ever since I made the move to wild card, that's all I've been getting is great work. With Callum Walsh, Corey Ritchie, also this guy named Rodolfo Comesinalita. He's really good sparring. Ricardo Ruvalcaba, just really good work.
You mentioned FC Barbosa, Devin Haney as well. These are guys who have been at the top, world champions, world champion level. When you're sparring these guys at such a young age for yourself, what's that like to mix it with these sort of guys?
It's like a measuring stick. It's like I'm up there, you know. I'm top. I think I'm number 9 in the United States. I'm the youngest one on there. So it's like I'm there with them. So just sparring them and like seeing how I do, just like it just further proves that I'm there with them.
What does that do for your confidence as a fighter?
Oh, it does a lot. I feel like fighters need to test themselves when it comes to work and sparring. You can't just be beating up all the amateurs, all the upcoming pros. You can't just be beating up everybody. You got to, actually get some good work in. And it's not just brawl and brawl and brawl. Actually, like think in the ring and stuff. Being professional. It's just it's crazy to me thinking about it, looking back. Like I'm up there with these world champs.
I mentioned obviously Devin is probably the biggest name you've mentioned there. Was there any advice or anything that you took away from sparring Devin that you've stuck with you since till now?
The jab, really. I sparred David when I was 19, back in the top rank gym, and just the way he utilizes his jab made me think like I have to use my jab more often. Because like his jab is like probably one of the best jabs in boxing.
I mean, the old saying is success breeds success, iron sharpens iron. And you mentioned they're training at the Wildcard gym, surrounded by knowledge like Freddie Roach and what recently Manny Pacquiao coming back for his fight against Barrios. What's it like for you to be in there? I think you went there after your second pro fight, so you've had 14 fights in the Wildcard. What's that like to spend time day in, day out with people like Freddie Roach, who, as I mentioned, knowledge is just off the levels?
It's it feels like I'm supposed to be here. It's like all right, like this is home. Like I'm not. I was starstruck when I met Manny, but like when I was with Freddie with other guys around, when I Hollywood, it's like okay, I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be. Like I'm supposed to be here. Um, it's just I love it. I love everything about being in camp. I'm more focused. I'm more myself when I'm in the gym.
You say you're supposed to be there. It felt like home. Did it click instantly when you joined?
Definitely, it definitely did. It just like a glove.
Um, on paper, your record looks fantastic, 16-0, 14 stoppages. But for you personally, how do you rate your professional career so far?
I think shout out my manager Oscar, my promoter Tom Loeffler. I think they're good pace. I'm 23 years old with 16 and 0 with 16 fights, and they're giving me the right fights. There's no rush. I'm still young. Um, I feel like there's gonna be big and major fights happen down 5 years maybe. I'll be part of the biggest fights, biggest cards in the future.
You mentioned, next 5 years. Do you have a 5 year plan? I know a lot of people will sit down and set out a 5 year goal and say, this is where I want to be by the 5 years. But for you, obviously, it's a little bit different in terms of boxing. Do you have a structure in place where you're looking at potential opponents, maybe people who are at the same sort of number of fights as you, same sort of age as you, who may be in the same position as you in 5 years' time? Do you look at any of your potential opponents like that at all?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I see a lot of people moving up to 47. Um, and I'm like, maybe when it's at 40, maybe going, we'll never know what's gonna happen. Go in the speed of 40, or just stay at 40 and then go to 47. It's just um, I trust, like I said, I trust my manager, my promoter. They know what they're doing, and my job is to keep knocking out whoever they put in front of me.
I mentioned working with Freddie Roach, but obviously Tom Loeffler as well. He's somebody who's been in the sport for a long, long time at the highest level with Golovkin and the Klitschko brothers. What's it like to be working with Tom Loeffler? And you mentioned there how well he's promoted and guided your career so far alongside your manager. What's it like to work with Tom?
It's good, gave me the right fights. I fought in Madison Square Garden. I fought a 17-1 guy in Wesley Ferrer. Then after that, I fought former Olympian Javier Molina. So like they're getting me the right fights, and I'm happy with that. And they're keeping me active. That's my main thing. Like a lot of these prospects, a lot of big contenders are not really as active as they should be. After 3 to 4 fights a year, I'm doing pretty good.
So your last fight was in June, and I believe you're back out in the ring again soon. What can you tell me about the next fight?
We're shooting for October, and I'm already back in camp. I'm already full fledged training two a days. Boxing, strength conditioning, running, all the whole thing. Um, just expect another the Sugar Cane show, another knockout, or spectacular 10 round fight. Whatever it is, I'm gonna come out victorious, and that's what I'm training for.
Obviously, being built up well, you're being matched well, and obviously you're very confident in your own ability. For you, do you feel any pressure being the next potential star?
Um, I feel like I pressure myself more than like the people do. Like I hear there's noise, and then there's people talking, and it's like I don't hear the people, I don't hear the noise, but it's like just me. It's like it's up to me to like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna accomplish this. Because if I don't believe in myself, who's going to believe in me? That's how I take it.
Absolutely, you versus you. Um, with that pressure you put on yourself, do you feel that sometimes you can be a bit hard on yourself? You can be your own critic.
For sure, I feel like I'm my worst critic. I'm like that last round, you should have been hitting with that jab. Okay, parry that jab, and then like when I get hit with the jab again, I'm like, oh, I just beat myself up. Like, oh my god, ain't no way I got hit with that jab again. But yeah, I feel like I've been like that since I was a little kid, even before boxing. Just with, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm a perfectionist, but I know when I'm fucking up.
On the flip side to that, can you still be present and enjoy your victories and enjoy your performances?
Oh no, for sure, yeah. But I always know that there's work to do. Always, even though if I knock a guy out second round, like my last fight, knocked a guy out, got him out there, quick work. I was like, all right, this thing's to work on. Got hit with this, got hit with this.
It's quite interesting you say that because obviously, although it was just a 2 round demolition job and you got the guy out of there, there's still work and you still recognise this learning to be done. So a lot of people feel like in a fight, if it's an early knockout victory, what do you learn from that? So I'll put that to you for you, Kane. What do you learn from an early stoppage victory?
Um, Maybe that you have a killer instinct. I know I have a killer instinct, but get out there and get the job done. We don't get paid for overtime. We don't get paid for, sign what we're gonna get paid before the fight and then get the check after the fight. It is what it is. But at my level, my last fight was kind of like a last minute replacement. I was gonna fight a 21-0 guy, but that fell through, and then we got to find an opponent in like 10 days, and it was just whatever. But at my level, I feel like you got to get the experience. The guys are going to take you to deep waters. The guys are they're gonna try to knock you out. And like my last fight, 2 fights ago, I fought Romero Duno, and he probably gave me one of the hardest fights of my career so far. Um, and he tried to take me to deep waters, tried to drown me, and he ended up drowning with the body shot. So those type of fights, I feel like I learned way more than just a 1 round pop, 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 demolition.
No, absolutely. Just finally, Kane, I won't keep you too much longer. I just want to get a quick prediction and a little breakdown from you on a big fight coming up over there in the States, and that's Canelo versus Crawford. Obviously, Crawford coming up a few weight classes to face Canelo, two of the greats of modern day boxing, pound for pound greats. How do you see this fight playing out, and who do you think wins and why?
I see Canelo pressuring him, and like I just recently said, take him to deep waters, maybe a late stoppage or just a decision. But Crawford's probably one of the best fighters of the decade, the generation maybe. But I just think Canelo's too much for him. The pressure's gonna be too much. He hits way too hard. It's gonna be interesting to see.
Fantastic. Kane, thank you for your time and all the best of luck in your next fight.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.